So today I want to have a look at some strange goings on around the campaign by the ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rishi Sunak, to become the new Conservative Party leader and therefore the new Prime Minister. Um, his campaign website is called readyforrishi.com, and if we look at the Who's entry here, we can see that it was registered on the 6th of July. So that's the date after he resigned. He resigned on the 5th. This was bought on the 6th, and then I believe that the actual site was up and running on the 8th of July. So a couple of days to get that up and running. What some people have pointed out is that there was actually this domain called readyforrishi.com, which was registered on the 23rd of December 21. Now this website actually redirects to the readyforrishi.com. So either somebody has agreed to redirect it for whatever reason, or this was actually an original domain for his campaign that he was plotting at some point, presumably when a convenient opportunity came along. If we look at this Daily Mail article here, now according to this, and obviously there's a usual caveat about reports from newspapers, whether they're completely correct or not, it says here that his campaign team denied that it was their domain, saying that they had been transferred addresses set up by other people. Now, to me, if we go back here, so this was set up in December, and it's basically essentially the same domain name, except the one that he's actually using now is using the number 4. So either somebody bought this who was remarkably prescient about what kind of website Rishi Sunak would use, and then for some particular reason has agreed to redirect it, or more likely, this was set up in advance, and for whatever reason they've now gone for the other Ready for Rishi, using the number as the actual website. Now, if we look at this one, the Ready for Rishi, one of the things we notice on here is that the updated date is the same as the registered date, so that certainly implies that the domain hasn't been sold in some way, or essentially handed over to the people who own the other domain, at least in terms of the domain registration. So I don't know what we should conclude about this. To me, it looks like Rishi Sunak is clearly been looking at some kind of leadership bid for several months, and probably, like a lot of other ministers, really waiting for the appropriate time to hand in their resignations and hope to force a leadership contest. Now, of course, nobody's going to be surprised that politicians are somewhat underhand. But it is interesting that they've kept the registration details private. Now, I know there are various reasons why people might want to do that anyway, but we can't actually see who has registered these two domains. But I think we're certainly entitled to draw our own conclusions.